An Ethereum change is not too far off, and nobody is certain the way that the market will answer. In time, the Shanghai update might be recognized as an exceptionally bullish occasion for Ether, ETH, the world's second biggest digital currency by market esteem. Temporarily, in any case, some of the world's driving Ethereum quant merchants who generally have outflanked ETH marking yield accept cost activity will be non-partisan to possibly negative because of the normal enormous expansion in circling supply of ETH after financial backers are at long last ready to pull out their stakes. James Hodges is the overseeing accomplice of Land and Water Proficient Capital, an ETH-based asset of assets. Throughout a more extended time skyline, Ethereum's complete change to evidence of stake is probably going to just help the organization and ETH's cost, enough so to potentially oust Bitcoin, BTC, as the world's biggest cryptographic money by market cap. Land and Water Proficient Capital, my firm, takes this rationale further and predicts ETH might rule as one of the world's best 3 most important resources in the following 10 years. The Shanghai update is an urgent move toward that bearing, which will probably expand liquidity and exchanging of Ether and conceivably draw in more institutional capital into the crypto economy. In the first place, the Shanghai overhaul will empower clients to partake in Ethereum's approval cycle through the execution of the signal chain system, making marking more available and productive. The reference point chain component will democratize the marking system and consider more prominent support in the organization, prompting expanded security and decentralization of the organization, a bullish sign. Second, the consolidation redesign progressed the Ethereum blockchain to a proof-of-stake agreement framework, and the execution of EIP 1559 transformed ETH into a deflationary resource. EIP 1559 presented an additional anticipated and stable exchange charge system and empowered the consuming of a part of exchange expenses. These highlights will keep on making Ether significantly more deflationary, accordingly expanding its worth over the long haul. Each of this lays the basis for expanded institutional reception of digital currencies. We are now seeing developing revenue in Ether from institutional financial backers who are progressively hoping to differentiate their portfolios and fence against inflationary tensions. The consolidation update tended to Ethereum's ESG worries that kept numerous financial backers out. Once marking withdrawals are opened, organizations will actually want to stake and procure a yield that will look like fixed monetary instruments like securities in conventional capital business sectors. After the Shanghai fork, marking yields from Ether could be inseparable from the gamble-free rate that conventional capital business sectors use to value their resources. Financial backers might be frightened away from the possibility that the Shanghai redesign could cause an enormous auction of ETH, some of which has been marked starting around 2020. Notwithstanding, information recommends this examination is exaggerated. Crypto Quant has noticed that 60% of the marked ETH supply, or roughly 10.3 million ETH, is presently confused. In the interim, Lido DAO, the biggest Ethereum marking supplier, holds 30% of all marked ETH at a typical deficiency of $1,000. Normally, selling pressure emerges when members have enormous benefits, which isn't true for marked ETH at present. This proposes there might be restricted selling strain on the Ethereum market in the close to term. Besides, as revealed by Sentiment, almost 90% of all stockpile of ETH is in self-care. Holders of crypto have been progressively moving towards self-authority since September 2022. At the point when the FTX trade fell in November, the pattern sped up, prompting an enormous drop in ETH supplies on trades. This decreases quick offer strain as capital moves to the sidelines, and future sell-offs are supposed to be restricted. C2, Ethereum's Shanghai redesign will assist with layering 2 organizations, financial backer says. As cryptographic money keeps on developing, financial backers are continually looking for better approaches to amass more Ether. Right now, yields on fluid marking supplier Lido sit at 5.4% April. There is likewise the choice to turn into a solo validator on the Ethereum organization, which expects clients to contribute 32 ETH. Others pick store frameworks, for example, putting resources into ETH-designated quantitative mutual funds, which offer higher compensations in return for more gamble and charges. These techniques have their advantages and disadvantages, and it eventually boils down to individual inclination and hazard resistance. It is essential to investigate and figure out the possible dangers and awards prior to settling on any venture choices completely. Regardless, we at Land and Water Proficient Capital remain very bullish on ETH's drawn-out possibilities, both according to a biological system point of view as well as a cost and market cap viewpoint. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe for more video.